Hello, Sagittarius. Oops, I'm a bit close. I'll have to push you back, way back now. Go on. So there you are. I know I already did a Sagittarius video, but I've done a couple lives and I really want to talk to my Saggies out there. If there's any of yous around, I know it's a surprise. I'm very Sag. I'm very spontaneous. So, and I didn't use my new cards, these beautiful ones showing this double viaduct um, on the water, and I just really, really liked it. It looks so inviting, I just want to go in there, see what's on the other side. So, my Saggy, how you all doing? Let's get your energy in there right now. Sagittarius, I'm seeing fire. I'm almost seeing fire in the hair, like this real orange, fiery looking hair, wavy, like not mine. Mine's a mess. But yeah, I'm kind of seeing fire in the hair. The hair carries your memories, eh? Your hair carries your memories. Native people only cut their hair when someone passes away. They cut away those memories, eh? So, and make new ones. So what is going on for Masaji Badachi? Masaji, my magic makers, my alchemist, my changelings, all of those. There we go. Oh my God. This is super duper. Super duper. 9 of hearts, 3 of clubs, 10 of hearts. Okay. So I got to tell you that there's a couple of things. First of all, there's something that you're doing creatively that you're not only going to love it, you're going to be really good at it. In fact, I think you're a natural at it. It's something you're just really, really good. I'm getting a feeling of some sort of inquisitive thing, like investigating, research. Could be writing even. You could be into writing, but it's creating something, putting hard work and concentration, focus into something. I also see for some others of you that this is hard work and focus on a relationship. This could be the love of your life, Sagittarius. And you could have waited a real long time to find them, but it could be the one you've been waiting for. But this is a relationship that is going to need work. The best ones do. The best ones do. And look at how beautiful. This is happiness, joy. This is emotional fulfillment. And, it's like that everything, that happily ever after kind of thing. I know it seems really good. It is. It is. Okay, let's cut these cards for you. Let's cut them. I don't know how many out there are into the Cartomancy, and that's the regular playing cards. I do have the Anna K Tarot I'm using as well. This is a bonus for you, Sag. I'm going to go ahead with this, with what I got here. I was just thinking of something else, I was thinking of doing this other thing for you. You know, and you know why I'm giving you this bonus reading, because you're my biggest supporters, my best buds. You are just my sunshine. Really, you are. And I'm very grateful for all the support and the love that you give me. Man, you give me love. You make my day sometimes, you know. You make my day. Some of the lovely things that people write and just, you know, share their stories. And I love stories. I love hearing people's stories or how they manage something, you know, because sometimes you can really learn from people, eh? All right. So we're going to do it a little backwards this time. I usually do it the other way, but I'm going to do it this way this time. Solely doodly doodly. Okay. King of Diamonds. You know what? I think he came up in that last video. So this is the older man. This is a mature man. He could have white, gray, platinum hair. He could have green, gray, or very, very pale blue eyes. Hi, Shelly. How you doing? There's one of my girlfriends. So this guy, this is a business meeting. This is to talk about work or something that you're working on together. You're teaming up. You're working it out. This is talking it out with this older man. This could be the someone at the bank who is a financial advisor, perhaps. It could be. Um, there's a meeting to work something out, and it's a friendly talk. Like, this is, like I said, someone that you're going to team with, do work on this together. Okay. This could be a woman too, but it's representing as a man. So then you have, this is coming in, Three of Spades, Queen of Diamonds, Seven of Hearts. The Three of Spades is an obstacle, okay? And here's the mate to this King of Diamonds, the Queen of Diamonds. She's the mature woman. If these people are younger people, they could have auburn hair, strawberry blonde, but most likely they represent the mature, the adult, could even be the parents, you know, represent a parent or authority figure in a way. But it seems there's some sort of obstacle for this woman, and it could have something to do with envy or jealousy. It could be a sister. You know, I'm feeling a relative kind of feeling, a sister, an aunt, mother. Um, and it's her issue, not yours, I don't think. Okay, Sag? I think it's her issue. Uh, you know, Sages get that a lot, eh? Sages get that kind of jealousy, that envy, that resentment in a way that you have it easier, better, or and all, sometimes, like I said in the other video, misunderstood. You know, misunderstood about in your relationships, because you do not feel that you are any better than anyone else. You don't feel that way at all. But people misread you that way. Like, you think that, you know, you're on the top of the food chain for some reason. Tracy, thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. Thank you, darling. Aw. So like I said, that's not your energy. That I don't think this is your obstacle. It's someone else's. Okay. So what your energy is the Eight of Spades, the Queen of Hearts, and the Nine of Diamonds. You're trying to change this. I think this hurts your perception. Words hurt. Okay, words hurt, and this Queen of Hearts is a blue-eyed person. It could be a female or a male, but they're blue eyes, and I think that they can come off very caring, very sweet, helpful, but there are some toxic words here. This is nasty, a nasty perhaps side to this person. I don't know, but it's and they're meant to hurt. They're meant to trigger, to push a button or something. Oh, thanks, Kay. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Matthew. Sure you can. No problem. Um, so yeah, but you're trying to turn this around, okay? Also, this someone might have saying your ambitions. Like I said, they're almost saying you think you're better than everybody else. Um, they might even imply you're a taker, but they are misunderstanding you completely, because you are not that. You're not that. It's so wrong. Most Sagittarius, money does not move them. They are passionate about cars. They're passionate about this, whatever it is, and a lot of times, it's not what it pays. It's like, oh, what you'll be able to do, that kind of thing. That drives you more than the dollar sort of thing. So I think there's some sort of misconception or something, but I think you're hurt by the words of, and you're still thinking about it. Bothers you, bothers you. Nope. No, I don't think so. I think it's okay. I think it's okay, Tracy. Thanks for thinking of me, though. You're a darling. So, this is your ambitions, what you're trying to achieve, how you contribute. And you have the Four of Clubs, the Four of Diamonds, and the Two of Diamonds. Okay. So, Four of Clubs is very much about your foundation, how solid you feel, how stable you feel. And then Four of Diamonds is financially stable. Okay. And then Two of Diamonds is a meeting. You are meeting with someone about a place you can afford. Okay. It's because it's I think it's to bring you some sort of stability, not just in a place, but financially. It's within your means, what you can afford. Okay. So you're getting in, you're having a meeting. I like that it's across from this two here. So I also feel like there's some decisions you're not sure if you should or shouldn't do. And these are both really positive cards. These are more positive than, like, as far as business goes. It looks stable. It looks safe, to me, is what it's here. And this is what you want to make sure. You're trying to make sure, you're trying to check everything and make sure that it could be something about the foundation you're actually checking. Okay, there could be something, but I think it's solid. All right. And I think it's a good deal and a successful meeting. Okay. I think you're able to work out a price that you can afford. Whatever this is, whether it's an apartment or a house, for me, it's the bus because I'm getting a bus if I didn't mention it. Um, and yeah, so here in your exterior influences. Hi, Marcia. Ah, nice to see you. I haven't talked to you in so long. It's so nice to do live. I miss everyone so much. And just this connection, this instant connection like this, eh? So your exterior influences, you have a Queen of Spades, a Nine of Spades, and a Jack of Hearts. I see this connected to this over here, kind of, okay? I think okay, so this Queen of Spades is a very dark-eyed woman. She could have dark brown or even black eyes. They're very dark. She could have dark features, dark hair, dark skin. She doesn't have to. She could. But she's also known as the single, not by choice person. And she could be single a long time. She could be separated, divorced, widowed. And there could be some sort of health issue. Uh, I think this is someone you care about, okay? Could be a friend. There also could be some sort of, you could be giving this person care, okay? Helping them. They also could be, it could be some sort of mental health as well. They could be really, what do I want to say, scrambled, kind of having a hard time figuring things out. Like what's easy for you and I, perhaps moving or perhaps change, just period, change is really hard for other people. It's like just so much anxiety but I almost feel like someone has a health difficulty, some sort of health challenge, and it will need your help. Okay. I have a feeling it's your care. You're going to, it could be bringing them things, you could be, but they're going to call on you anyway, and they need you. They need you. Um, so in the foundation, you have the Ace of Diamonds, the Three of Hearts, and the Six of Diamonds. Now, this Ace of Diamonds, this is some sort of news. This came up in the other reading, okay? This is news. Geez, it's pretty close to that other reading. This is a whole different deck of cards, too. I don't think it was in the same position, though. But I'm remember this. Um, so this is really good news. Okay, there's some sort of good news document, contract, offer that it favors you. It could be some sort of bring you success, bring you recognition. Financial, some sort of. I'm not going to say rich, but I'm not going to. You're going to be more above water. You know what I mean? Like, um, you're going to have more in your pocket, but not rich, right? You're going to be very happy about. You're going to be in a better position than you are now. All right, this is coming. This seed's already been planted. There could be people talking. You could be making an impression as we speak. You know, but I feel this could be some sort of written communication. You could get an email. I also feel like this could be a contract, perhaps perhaps a sale even. Remember I said something about here a place you can afford. This could be a sale or a purchase. Um, it's perfect for you. It's all about you, Sagittarius, and the contract. That was what I was going to say. Did I say a contract before? I might have said a contract already. What was I thinking? Not a contract. Anyway, you know what I mean. You get the point. You get the point. The point. Oh, hi. Oh, that's awesome. And hi, Vic. Wow, I'm so glad to see all you guys. It is so nice. Even this kind of contact is nice. You know, talking to people, even though I haven't been live, it just feels like human contact to me. So I really like it. So in your surprise pile, you have the Seven of Spades, the Two of Hearts, and the Ace of Clubs. Okay, this is your second ace. And both of these aces are good. They're they're opportunities. There's new beginnings happening for you. And I get so frustrated. I'm going to tell you, I understand because, so one of the reasons is there's almost tarot readings too often online, too often. There isn't enough time for one to unfold before there's another one. And so they almost overlap. And so we hear so much, oh, this is coming and it's going to be happy and it's going to be great for you, Sagittarius. But I think there were some things that you needed to, you weren't quite through yet. But it is coming. It's showing that you're ready now. And we are in March, that Eastern doorway, right? The spring birth, I can see those little seedlings coming out of the ground, and you see in the movies and it looks really fast. um the tulip season, our tulip celebration here. And anyway, so there's something that upset you, and I think these are tears of joy, to tell you the truth, because it's tears to hearts. This is a meeting that's going to make you happy, very happy, and it's about an offer. I'm getting a home feeling here. There is a new home. I think this is tears of joy. Something's going to, and again, you have another two, right? Another meeting. This is coming together, agreeing. You're very passionate about this. And this Ace of Clubs is one of the home cards. Aw, thanks, Shelley. Thank you so much. Um, you're not expecting this, actually. You're not expecting this. And this is why you're crying. You're like, you're kidding. Oh my God, and you're really surprised that this is working out. This is turning out, and this is happening for you. Thank you so much, honey. You guys are sweethearts. Oh, look at that. News. See, she's being handed this proclamation coming from town, you know, and hear ye, this is what's going on. And so you're getting the good news. I heard someone else say this, so I'm stealing this. I'm gonna fess up right now. I'm stealing this. But I liked what they said about the Eight of Wands is your intention that you're putting out, because it's very much about networking and trying to talk to the right people that can make this happen for you. You know what? And you're so enthusiastic in your delivery, in your passion to make this happen, that people jump on board. They're trying to help you make it happen too. Because I don't know, they like you, or they like, it's that enthusiasm. You know what I mean? And your enthusiasm perpetuates the energy. You know, I am a huge believer in networker, and I'm a queen networker. Like, I mean, one person tells me this, and all of a sudden I've told 10 people, and I have all those cats found homes. You know, I have the lady at the llama farm. Did I tell you? She has 14 llamas, okay, 14 llamas. And um, she can't get rid of the wool. It's alpaca wool. And she said, Lynn, I can't even give it away. She goes, I was even spinning it and I couldn't get people to take it. And I just said, that's crazy. I can't believe that. Like, that's really fine wool and really expensive to buy. And so I started telling people, I know I met this lady and she's got these alpacas or these llamas and this wool, and she can't get rid of it. And oh my goodness. And all these people saying, wow, crazy. Wow. Well, I got two women that are going to take it. They're going to take all of it and they're going to clean it and rinse it and spin it. And they might even start a spinners club for elderly, like, older ladies, and to spin this wool, make this wool. They could probably even sell it and make money at it, like, be of use. And that's that kind of networking, you know, making something happen. You're making something happen here. And that's okay, that's right here in the middle with this three of clubs. Three of clubs is the perseverance, persevering, like not giving up. It's very much that ox energy this year. We're in the year of the ox, and that persevering, till you get to the end. Anyway, I'm sorry I went off on that big speech from Mexico. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, Murray, that is so nice. Greetings to you too, neighbor, right in Toronto. Oh, what a sweetheart. I've made peace with my body. I've made peace with my body. And I'm okay with it now. I'm pleasantly plump, and that's all right. At least I'm happy, you know. I got to tell you, I'm full of stories, but I did the 23andMe, and I was telling, I'm living with my niece now, and she's in her late 20s. And so I was telling her about some of the results I got, and she said, "Aren't you scared? And they're going to use your DNA and clone you?" And I said, I thought about that. And I thought, we could probably use a couple more Lyns in the world. She just shook her head. I said, would that be so bad if they cloned me? We could probably use a couple more Lyns. Whoa, did you see that? Holy God. You know what? I shouldn't have been shuffling them again. I got talking, and I was supposed to cut them right there after that card. But, say la vie. Oh, well. Well, very interesting. Okay, so this is interesting, Sagittarius. I'm going to cut them right now before I forget. Let me cut. Well, you know what? I don't think I want to cut, actually. I want to go around and clarify all these. But what I'd want to tell you here is that was my intention before I got gabbing. So you've got the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords. And I know what this energy is. And I don't care what pile it goes on. This is just general energy for you. The Five of Cups is about feeling regret, feeling like you screwed up. Oh, I went and said the wrong thing, or maybe I shouldn't have. Or, it's almost like accepting blame when it's not even your fault. Not that you're blameless. I'm not saying that. But it's maybe accepting more than your fair share. Um, Feeling like you did something wrong here. And I think that you need to practice not, and for one of the things, it's your communication, okay? And all of us Sagis, we're really good at communicating, but we're also can, go over the line sometimes with our talk. We can um, speak our mind. We can be tactless. Okay, we can be tactless at times. All right, and we may have been in the past, perhaps while we were going through hard times. But I think that you're working, or we are working on improving that, changing that, trying to be gentler, trying to also not get caught up in other people's entangles. Like there's a time to talk and there's a time not to talk. If you say something, you're going to get right in there and it's not your thing, and sometimes you get yourself caught in something and then you're like, darn. Here I am. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. And also, I kind of feel like a words hurt feeling here too. And this may not even have been you. This could be someone else that was kind of unkind. They didn't need to be this mean. It's kind of words hurt, thing. And they also might need practice like we do. So we have to give um that break to others, like we need a break sometimes when we go, oh, did I say that out loud? Oops, right? And yeah, so I'm just going to put that to the side and I'm going to clarify this King to Ace of Clubs. So this is this meeting, this business meeting with this older man, perhaps, okay? Like I said, he could be the bank, he could be a landlord, could be a father figure, authority figure, but it's meeting with this person, okay? This is trying to work things out, work out a deal, that you can both agree on, that works for both parties, kind of thing. And that's what deals are, right? That's what they are, Len. Come on, cards. What are you? I think that's it right there. Oh, ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, okay. Saji. Here's something else you're working on. All right. I'm going to come back to this one again. This is messages that people are telling us and we are telling ourselves. Okay. And we're working, we're practicing. This is practicing telling ourselves different messages. You didn't screw up. You're okay. That wasn't meant for you. If you didn't get it, it wasn't meant for you. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't say anything wrong. You didn't take a misstep. And so you're going to give yourself those better messages. Start saying, I can manifest. And what comes to me, I like lots of great things come to me, and the right thing is going to come to me. Because here you are, you know, you still are trapped in that mirror a little bit. You're not believing your own show, your own message, your own story, you know, and you need to believe it. But, you know, take heart, because practice, you know, you've been practicing telling yourself a shitty message for a long time. You know, when you say to yourself, oh, you're so stupid, why'd you do that? Oh, you're so dumb. Oh, you're so slow. And so after a while of saying these things to yourself over years, you believe it. So it takes an equal amount of time to believe the good message, that you are the magician. You can manifest, and have manifested. You are a skill, you're a crafter, you know, you're a networker, a negotiator. You have the powers of persuasion. You know, you have a lot of great ability, and you're able to take an idea and make it real. You know, it's not just an idea, it's you're making it happen, you're turning it into a reality. That's a very Sag gift. Okay, I'm not saying that other people can't manifest, but I would say Sages are master manifestors. Master. Our thing is we can't sit still. It's like, are we not going to get doing this already? We've talked about it all day. Like, we just want to get going and get on with it, you know. And we don't consider ourselves Mexican or Mexican. We don't consider ourselves masters, you know. It's just we've got a fire under our seat, and you know, it's like, come on already. And it's, but you need to practice telling yourself that I am a master. I used to have these wicked affirmations, and I'd have it on the cupboard over the sink or on the bathroom mirror, and I'd write it out. And every time I'd see it, I'd say it out loud to myself. And it's kind of funny when people would come over to visit me, I hear them saying it too, because they'd ask me, why is this here? And I'd say, well, that's my affirmation. I'm saying it to myself, so I'll believe it, you know, and a nice thing, the good thing about myself. And so I'd hear them saying it sometimes too. And um, so it takes practice to believe it. You don't now, but you will. And, you know, it's not being that person up there that the words hurt and they're saying, oh, you just think you're all, it's not that. You know, you're not thinking you're all that, but you are thinking exactly what you are. I'm a master magician. I am a master manifester. um you know, what I set out to do, I usually accomplish. You know, there's all kinds of really nice messages you can give yourself, whatever you need to believe that is, if whether you're beautiful, you're capable, you're smart, whatever that is. So you just got to practice giving that message. Okay. So I have a friend. She's a Sagittarius. Her name is Stephanie. And she says she manifests by saying what she wants 3 times every time she thinks of it. So she really wanted to be in this skating club, but she's in roller derby, but she's more of an artistic skater, and she really wanted to be in the best club, and there was this group of the best ones, and so every day it was so adorable. She would say, I want to be on the rocket team. I'm going to be on the rocket team. I'm going to be on the rocket team. I'm going to be on the rocket team. So it's like the rocket team. She'd even say, the rocket team are going to call me and ask me to be on their team. And she'd say that 3 times, you know, and she had a few different ones. But anyway, she even changed them because she thought, oh, this would make it better. This is more precisely what I want, right? And so you're going to be doing it. You're going to be manifesting up a storm. You just need practice in believing that you did not fail. You did not fail. And you know, without struggle, there is no progress, right? We need to, every failure is a step towards succeeding. Come on now. Okay, tell me about. Sometimes I don't like clarifying certain groups. You know, I just like to take them together in these pairs. So 2 of rods, 9 of rods. Wow, this is such opposite energy. So kind of like what I just said, you know, you're raring to go. You got a fire under your arse, and you're like, I want to do something. But also, also at a crossroads, you know, not sure which way to go, which thing you should focus on right now. It feels like you could be waiting or delayed, you know, in what the action you're trying to take. Because if you could take off now, if you could just go now, you would, you know, you would do it now. And as far as you're concerned, nobody else is acting fast enough for you, probably. This isn't happening fast enough. And so there could be some sort of delays, or you know, yeah, you find yourself at this crossroads and you're not knowing which direction you're going in, and so in one way you don't really want to pick one. You're like, I you know, so you don't go anywhere. But I don't think you're going to be sitting there for long, because you're not going to be able to stay it. You might take things into your own hands, and like I said, this networking, where you start networking, you might start thinking, what can I do? What can I do about this situation? You know, it's at some sort of a standstill, or like it feels like you're, so I think you get some sort of, you know, an idea, you know, that idea you got spinning right there. And you think, hold on a second, because here you're feeling like you don't have a move. You're stuck. There's nothing you can do. I'm helpless. Got no control in this situation. But you take some sort of action. You think of something. And it could be like that networking, or you're figuring out what you can do. You know, you feel like, I got to make some progress somehow, do something here, you know. I kind of want to know about this 4 of clubs, 4 of diamonds, this, you know, this foundation, this new foundation. You're trying to get stability, and you're trying to, and something, like I said, that you can afford, financial stability. You don't want to have to worry about, you don't want to be mortgage poor, rent poor, you know, that sort of thing. And I think there's some sort of meeting scheduled, perhaps, to happen that I think it's a good idea that there's been some sort of delay. I think it's going to work in your favor. Darn thing. Oh, I like that. 3 of Pentacles. It is going to work in your favor. It is like this is making your mark. You're now able to put work into this. You're able to put your touch on something, put I really feel like your touch. It's your work, you know what I mean? 3 of Pentacles is putting the time and the effort into something that is going to be shared, in some way. But he's working on the cathedral, like all are going to see these beautiful stained glass windows he's made. His work is, as many are going to admire it and enjoy it. So this is something that you're going to be able to put time and energy and work into, for sure. For sure. That's what I'm seeing. Let's grab a couple more cards for you, my darlings. Hello, Chris. Master Mexican Jumpy Beans. That's so cute. I love it. And from New Mexico. Oh, New Mexico, Marcia. I said Mexico before, right? From New Mexico. Hello, my darling. And hello, Barbara. Tinker in the house. Yeah, Tinker in the house, literally. Ooh, oh, man. Look at this. Victory. Oops. Oh, you got 2. Oh, man. That's even nicer. You have the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So the 6 of Wands, as you know, is victory card. It's success. It's recognition, reward. So you're able to, everyone's celebrating your victory. You're putting the place of honor, sort of thing. Okay. And then the 10 of Cups is, this is some sort of emotional fulfillment. This could be to do with the family too. This is a very family card, because when we think about relationship, we think about the happily ever after, right? And that's what this card is. It's about the happily ever after, and we all lived happily ever after. Me and Sue and a boy named Blue. Okay, now I'm going back a long time, if anyone remembers that, what I just said. I'm dating myself there. Anyhow, so success, victory, happily ever after. Geez, I am so delighted to bring this, because I'd love to be able to tell you exactly when. I do want to mention that it is another 10, okay? And that is that joy that you've been trying to bring in your life, that happily ever after. And I want to tell you that whether you're married or single or whatever your status is right now, this is something that you can celebrate, that you achieved. It's from the efforts that you put forth. It's you standing up there, not you and Fred and Jim and Sarah. It's you. This is from the efforts you put forth. Like I said, you decided to take charge somewhere and say, you know what? I got to make a decision. I got to do something. I can't just sit here. And so this is very, you're very proud of yourself here as well. Finally, giving yourself that credit. It's such a big difference from this card, eh? You're in such a different space. And I think it's some of the internal messaging. You're going to start telling yourself a different language, teaching yourself a different language to talk to yourself in, and and rewarding yourself by saying, Jesus, I really pulled that off. I really did it, and that sort of thing. And what a nice thing to, like, I'm afraid to take any more cards because it's just, you can't get better than that life. This is success and happiness. Success, victory, celebration, conquering your world. I'm taking that one. Oh, that one's nice too. So there's some sort of nostalgia here as well. I got a strong feeling of Sagittarius, but I just got a really strong feeling of a philanthropy. And that something about the old ways, or the some of the ways it used to be, people are going to try and revive. I'm getting a feeling. Maybe you Saggies some of you are going to be a part of this, or maybe this could be even in your own family. I'm feeling like traditions, ancient family traditions, you're going to try and revive, perhaps old recipes or old tales of remedies and stuff like this. We're going to start counting on our family and the teachings from those closest to us, than listening to a news or someone saying it out there that we don't know, and we don't, because we've really lost a lot of our trust in our leaders. So I feel like it's bringing it back home, and getting this feeling of bringing it back home. So ancestral, it feels like philanthropy. And so not just taking those teachings, and just only sharing them with the family, but giving them out to others, helping others, figuring out, one of my big questions is, why doesn't everyone in the world, why don't they send everyone in the world seeds, heirloom seeds that will give people the ability to grow their own food? Nobody in this whole world should be without food, and it should not be controlled by, to make money. Everyone in the world should have food. And it's so simple. They just send seeds to everybody. And heirloom seeds are seeds that make fruit, that the seeds inside that fruit will make more fruit. Because if you try and take the seeds out of a plant that you've grown from the store, that's the end of the fruit that season, and it doesn't make any more. Those seeds won't make any more, or the seeds that they make won't make any more. So heirloom seeds, you keep on producing more seeds that will, it's endless. It's like feeding the village, sort of thing. So I'm feeling a philanthropy thing here, because I feel like it's bigger than you. I think it's like your family, your community. It's expansion, and that's what you are too, Sagittarius. You really want to expand out. You have ideas. you know, you have a lot of things to share and pass down. And like I said, your ideas, you could really inspire others. And I just got a feeling it has something to do with old ways. Old ways, okay? Um, I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from. Normally that card typically means nostalgia about the past, reminiscing. Could be someone is coming around or something. I get the feeling of a tradition. I really feel like there's an old tradition in the family or in that you used to do, and you think, you know what, I want to start doing that again. That was something I cherished, something you cherished, perhaps, you know? Yeah, you know, yeah. Why can't people grow their own food? And we can, like I said, but it's all manipulated so that you have to go and get more of their seeds. And that should just not be. I think everyone should have the right to food and water, even, you know, prisoners do, right? So, um, yeah, we should have the right to grow our own food. That's a basic right, you know, and that's a really old way. People would save seeds and share seeds. There, you can get heirloom seeds. I'm going to tell you some from some of these, sometimes from organic farms, also from nunneries. If you have a nun convent in your area, quite often they'll have gardening classes or workshops that you can go to because nuns are one of the big keepers of heirloom seeds. They have mass collections and have been cataloging them and everything. If you ever go to get a chance to go to workshops at the convent or the nunnery or whatever it's called in your area, it's really well worth it. They're very good workshops. And I went to some gardening ones and was able to get some heirloom seeds. So I know they're one of the ones that carry them. And you might even be able to order some online. Maybe. I don't know. You're welcome. You're welcome. I can tell you a lot more about seeds. That's another show, you know. I don't know if these cards have any more to tell you, Sag. I think they just about done told you all they could for today. Do you have anything else for my darling, my sweet darling angels? My sweet darling angels. That's what, and you know what? Another pet name I call people is my kittens. I'm like, oh, my kittens. The great time you're going to have tonight. Oh, well, I certainly hope so. It looks like you could be taking action. You know, you could be saying, okay, what, you know, is anybody gonna skate tonight? You know, I wonder if your ears are burning there. Steph, awesome. I have been talking about you tonight. I've even coined you phrases tonight. And my buddy Steph, my buddy old pal. Mm-mm-mm. Isn't this beautiful energy? You know, this Nine of Pentacles in this particular deck, I love this one because it makes me think of Stella got her groove back. You know, this woman, she feels good. She feels fine. She feels competent and confident. You know, it's a far cry from this lady, isn't it? it's quite different. There's a you feel good. You recognize your accomplishments now. You recognize how far you've come. You know, you built this whole well with experiences, and you know, those are all kinds of experiences, like not just jobs, but emotional trials that you've been through too. And you've this is a deep well. You know, you can look in this and see a lot that you've been through. You can reflect on your own life, what you've where you've come thus far, sort of thing. And it's a long way from here, baby. Stella got her groove back, or we'll say fella got his groove back. So this is independent. You could be single, or you could be enjoying that confidence and feeling accomplished. Like I said, you know, this is from your efforts. You also, it's just feeling, you know, see that sun shining on the back of her. That's support, right? That sun helps us grow, helps, it's healing, it's energizing. You know, I think that it feels supportive, it feels and a lot of it is your own shine. You're shining again. You feel like you're shining again, like a diamond, like a diamond. And then the temperance. And the temperance is about, you know, attaining balance in your life. Okay. I know this is easy to say, and I kind of went through this in one of the other videos I just did. And so, you know, I like to use myself as my own example. So I'm trying to temper a lot of things in myself right now. So perhaps you know those negative self messages. So I'm trying to temper those. I'm trying to stop when I start hearing myself do that, you know, and I'm being kinder, talking kinder to myself, and starting to give those positive messages. Where's the positive messages? Anyway, you know, here that feeling proud of your accomplishments, feeling that you can achieve happiness and you can be happy. And I like that this temperance is because you're creating it yourself. You're you know, you're drawing people into your life that are that way that you want to be. Like if you want to be more easygoing and let things slide off your shoulder, you'll probably start hanging around someone that has that temperament. So you can learn that sometimes we don't automatically know how to be these people, you know. And so we see someone else doing this and we say, geez, you know, she just doesn't seem to get upset about these things. And or he I notice he doesn't, you know, jump in and get upset, or whatever the situation is, and it's handling things not too cold, not too hot, right? It's that right at par, and you're treating yourself a lot better as well. You might be like going out for pedicures or doing something nice treatment for yourself. You might be buying yourself nice food, you know, not junk, like not going to fast food places, and actually buying some asparagus and potatoes and roast beef or whatever. And going out for a walk, or you know, and try and um treat those parts of yourself that doesn't get a lot of attention a lot of the time. You know, you might really give this part of yourself a lot of attention, and but not really that part of yourself. And so we have like our emotional self, our mental self, our physical self, and our spiritual self, okay? And sometimes we put a lot of focus into the mental or into the physical, but we're not putting too much over into the spiritual or whatever. And so this is when you are doing that, you are giving yourself that nice treatment. You're treating yourself nice for a change. You could have been taking care of other people or been taking, like you could have taken a while before you gave yourself this treatment. I get a feeling you could give it to others, but you give it to yourself last, you know? Um, It's like the doctor that forgets to eat, or the librarian that never gets any time to read. It's like this, you're the last, what you feed yourself last in some of the good stuff, you could give a lot of it out to others, and then it's like, wait a minute, like, I need some of that, for a guy, it might be, I'm not a guy, so I don't know what it's like. I sure know what it's like to get a pedicure, but for a guy, um, oh, is it your turn yet? I'm so sorry, Matthew. Um, it is your turn. It is your turn. But for a guy, like I heard a hot shave, like going in for one of those, they get the hot towel and everything, and they get the clean skin shave. And I heard that's a real nice experience for a man. And it's like for us getting our hair done or a pedicure. And it's just that, treating yourself, treating yourself with care because you've earned it. You've earned this place here. You have a right to be proud of yourself, right? So it's time to treat yourself that way, and it doesn't mean changing your whole everything. It just means, I don't know. I just feel like you're going to start changing the formula a bit, adding and taking away some things, and just making some minor changes that you might talk about it, but you don't actually do it. See, this is the thing. I think you say and talk this talk, but you don't do a lot of it, perhaps for yourself. And aren't we great talkers? Hey, we can tell everybody, oh, you should do this, and you know what you need. And then we go and don't do any of that stuff ourselves, So that's kind of the idea. But wow, you got like, um, I like that. I love that you're finally getting this recognition, and you're seeing what you've been able to do here. It's a lot of your own work, a lot of your own, your toolbox that you've built up to now, your collection of talents and gifts, and probably the crazy amount of things that you're good at. People say to me, "Is there anything you can't do, Lynn?" I was like, "Well, when I find one, I'll let you know." So anyway, Matthew, my darling, when will your luck turn around with women? I think that actually is coming around soon too. One of the things, Murray, and the message is here, is I think you have to treat yourself nicer. One of the ways we don't give ourselves enough respect is in partners. We put up with a lot of things because we kind of say, I don't know, that's kind of a red flag. I'm not sure. And then we see another brown flag or yellow flag, and then another thing that was like, and you ask your friends about it, and they're like, well, I'm not sure. And I'm going to tell you, when you're asking yourself those questions, it's not right. You know, it's just more natural that way. So, and not putting up with, and I don't want, I shouldn't say put up with, I should say, um, guidance. Oh, okay. I can help you with that, or I can try and help you with that, Matthew. Um, I think your I should say our standards for ourselves aren't really high enough for other people, for us Saggies, you know what I mean? Like, um, not that we, you know, not that we should expect to be going out with lawyers and all that sort of thing. I'm just saying that we're so, you know, us Saggies, we're so non-judgmental that we accept a lot of faults in people, and then it gets to the point where it's too late, and it's like, I kind of saw that in the beginning and I wasn't sure. And this is the thing, your instinct is telling you, Murray, at times about something, and we need to listen to it. We waste a lot of time with people when our instincts are saying, you know, it's giving us that sign, eh? Um, and then when it's given us the sign that this person is super duper terrific, we get scared. We get scared. But anyway, Matthew. Okay, so do you want to tell me particularly what you need guidance on? Do you want to give me like a summary, or just would you just like me to think of you and see what comes up? Let me know. I'm the worst person for picking my mate. I'm terrible at picking men. And um yeah, you know, I always thought that sometimes it would be better if we picked other people's dates. You know, if my friend picked my date for me, because quite often we can see other people that better than, you know, you can see them. You know, we can't. It's like you can't really step back, and so that's why we usually ask our friends, "What do you think of him? You know, do you think he? What do you think?" Because you know, you're not, and I am terrible at picking. So I'm thinking maybe I should get my girlfriend to help me. Sure, Matthew. Sure thing. Okay. Matthew, where are you? Where are you in the world? I'd like to know where people are when I'm thinking about you, when I'm putting your energy in there. Where are you? Ireland? Oh my God. You know I'm a Gallagher. You know I'm a Gallagher. Now, my family is from Northern Ireland. Not that that makes any difference. Oh, Six of Hearts. All right, so this looks like some steps in love. In relationship, at the very least, this could be, and this is a relationship that is, oh, are you? This is a relationship that is developing, that you're putting work into, and it kind of seeing eye to eye, like on the same level, something that is possibly going to the next step. You know, if you were just dating, now you're going to be just dating that person. What do they call that when you're a couple, you're an item now. You're telling people, yeah, we're exclusive. That's the word I'm looking for. Um, so my family is from County Down. So, well, no, from Tartarahan, that area, Belfast sort of thing. But yeah, I'm a Gallagher. Yeah, one of those crazy Irish ones. you know, I got to tell you, I've been to a lot of places in the world. I've done a lot of traveling, and Ireland is the most hospitable place I have ever been anywhere. Um, Derry. I went through. I took a tour through Derry. I was sick that day, so I didn't see very much. But the most hospitable of any place in the whole world I'd ever been. People go out of their way to help you out, to show you where to go. God, they'll even get their car and pull around and coming. Perfect strangers. I mean, perfect strangers will just help you, and they'll be worried. I just asked someone for directions, and what? Geez, weren't they pulling around the corner a couple of minutes later, giving me a ride and saying, "Well, I just worried you'd get lost." I was like, oh my goodness, that Canadians are nice, but we're not that nice. That was over and above. And I can tell you story after story of that happening. Just wonderful people. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. That's Lawrence Welk. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm dating myself again. When I was a kid, there was no cable. There was no internet. And we got 3 channels. And oh, look at that. We got 3 channels, and you watched, and on Saturday night there was like nothing on. And I would watch Lawrence Welk show. I think it was on PBS on Saturday night. And while you're waiting for other good shows to come on, like you're stuck there watching Lawrence Welk, and he'd have all these dancers on and these singers, and they'd be in their bouffant hairdos, and yeah, so that's a memory now. No one would. Well, I shouldn't say no one. He had a big following. Lawrence Welk did, but real old timer. Date myself there, but we only had 3 channels, and you had to walk all the way to the television to turn the channel, and then fix the rabbit ears somehow to get that going. Off the good old days, eh? The good old days. Oh, that's right on. That's right on. You had 4. um, so yeah, it looks like something is moving into development. Could be moving into the next step. I don't. I don't think it's moving in. I mean, if you're not living together, I don't think it's moving in, but it's like it's getting more serious. Um, Also, if it's with a friend or a family, it's just getting closer. A lot of trust, building trust. Okay, building trust. Um, and I also see this has changed. Fives are about change, and fives are about, I mean, the 5 of clubs is trying to, it could be something at work, but with the 6 of hearts, I'm thinking, well, just with this 9 of diamonds, it's like you're trying to change your financial situation. All right. You have financial ambitions. You could be working extra or trying to get extra work. You could be saving up for something, Matthew, trying to get. You know what, Matthew? I went on the Giant's Causeway. I went there. And oh, that was so cool. I really liked that. And I went down to the cliffs of Muir, the cliffs of Muir, and I went to Galway. Galway was so gorgeous. Um, I've been a couple times. I've been twice. The first time I came to meet my family for the first time, and I was a missing line. Like my great grandfather had left Ireland, never returned, so they never knew what happened with my line, and I was the first person to show up. And so it was a really big deal. And so a bunch of the Gallaghers came together to meet me, and the next time I came back to Ireland, I brought my son so that my son could meet all his families. And if he ever wanted to return in the future, he felt comfortable to do so, and it's always wonderful to, know your heritage, right? But anyway, I just loved Ireland. And well, I'll probably be coming back for sure. So the five of clubs, yeah, this is it's trying to change something in your financial situation. You're an ambitious person, and I think that yeah, I don't think money moves you, but of course, we all need money. And um do you work for yourself, Matthew? It is. Um, I have quite a few male viewers, actually, Marie. Um, yeah. I do have quite a few. And sometimes you can't tell by people's YouTube handle if they're male or female. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. And so I know it's more female, but I do have quite a few. I have a lot of male friends too, actually. I connect with males, and I have a lot of men that like to come and sit at my table and just talk. They come over for a coffee. Sometimes it's to talk about a woman or a problem, but sometimes just talk about anything in life. I love to talk about anything. So part of me feels like you're working, trying to change your financial situation. You're saving up for something. You could be trying to work extra hours. You could even be trying to change jobs, trying to change something that pays more. You get more for your money or something like that, or looking for a pay raise. You could be changing positions to because it could just be more money. It's an increase in pay. If it's to do with this relationship, um whoever this is with, Matthew, I think that you're you might want to have more money saved up or be in a better financial situation before you commit more, like, whether it's moving in together or um, purchasing something together. That you might feel like you want to be in a bit of a better financial situation. Also, sometimes being with someone can help our financial, because it's easier when there's two than when you're single. It's expensive to be single, I find, anyway. But anyway, so I hope that helps. Only an apprentice. Oh, well, don't say only an apprentice. Okay. So You know, I think that whatever you're working at is going to be something that's going to make you good money in the future. You know, this, what you're putting your time and energy into is going to make you good money in the future. This is the thing, you're ambitious. You're working at something. What are you working at? Less of a burden. Yeah. New around here, but I'm late. Well, that's all right, Christy. It's better late than never. And yeah, I just finished up the reading for Sagittarius. I did a bonus because I started doing some lives tonight, and I thought, you know, Sagittarius is my biggest and best supporter. So if anyone's got live, they are. So I came back and to give you guys a live. So it has been so nice. It just makes my energy feel so good communicating with you and being able to connect with you guys. Um yeah, so yeah, I'll post it in just a minute and it'll be up there in a matter of seconds. Oh, Carmela, shush. Hey, shush, shush, shush. Shh. Oh, so sorry. Oh, okay. It looks like my niece is home. So this is probably a good time to end the video. Anyway, yeah, can you grab a hold of her, please? Thank you. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I think that's really cool, Matthew, and how creative. Like that's really, really neat. Anyway, thank you guys so much. And I will be talking to you soon because I'm definitely doing more lives now that I know I can. For sure. Oh, thank you. Love you so much. You have my heart. Bye now. Okay, we're out.